What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is Joe the Man. Today's video we are focusing on the M. Night Shyamalan movie Split. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and so you can get notified of all my videos. Let's talk about this incredibly thrilling film, Split. Alright, so as you might know, I call it the Unbreakable series. I mean, if that's what we're gonna call it now. But M. Night Shyamalan has released a series of 3 movies: Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. And I didn't get a chance to see all 3. I just recently bought Split and Glass, and I watched Unbreakable the other day. I watched Split, and now I'm on Glass. I'm watching Glass now. But I want to focus on Split today because I think it's one of the defining films in the series, and by far one of the best in the series, and it is just a wild, thrilling ride of a hell of a film. If you haven't seen Split, you're missing out. Now, my first time watching Split, I heavily enjoyed it. I fucking loved it. It was insane. It was incredible. It had that thrilling aspect that just leaves you on the edge of your seat, and I think it's good. So basically, James McAvoy plays this psychological guy who has 23 different personalities. He kidnaps 3 girls and holds them hostage. And you get basically 2.5 hours of what is similar to 10 Cloverfield Lane, but in a different aspect of a film. So he kidnaps these 3 girls. They're being held in, I think, this underground world. It's a zoo on top, but underneath it's this housing facility that they're being kept in. And man, they go through some shit in this film. I really like the dynamic of James McAvoy in this movie, the fact that he has 23 different personalities. And as you watch the movie, you never know what James McAvoy's character is going to be. He has so many different characters. And I think the interesting thing is, the reason James McAvoy is so good in this movie is that he can pull off all these different characters of his own mind, and he does it perfectly. As you see the transition of his personalities and what James McAvoy becomes, you get different sides of not only the character, but you get different reactions from the girls, you get different reactions from other people. The thing about these personalities and what interests me is, he's crazy, he's got this disease in his mind, but yet you can't help but enjoy watching it because you never expect or you never know what he's gonna be. And when he comes out and he's all these different people, you just get a broader perspective on the film, and you get a broader perspective of kind of how his attitude is going to be towards every different situation. Now, Anna Taylor-Joy is in this movie. She was recently in the movie The Witch. Now she's in Split. And damn, she is really good in this movie. She tries so much to try to connect with James McAvoy's character, but she also is in fear for her life. So on one hand, she's trying to connect with him and trying to convince herself that maybe if I go along with some of his stuff, it'll be easier for me to get out of this situation. But in the same sense, she is so scared for her life that every time she encounters one of the personalities, there's this dramatic fear factor that is left with her. Anna Taylor-Joy's character throughout the movie, she was sexually abused as a kid. So with this new horror pointed at her, it just brings back all these terrible memories. And it really puts her in a spot where she is just out of her comfort zone, and she is extremely paranoid. Now, the other 2 girls in the film, you don't get a lot of them. In the beginning, their idea was, well, if we can just mess this guy up, we can get out of here safely. That's not what fucking happens. They go through so much psychological pain and torture that they just reach their fucking max. This is a movie that will have you both scared, entertained, and overall wondering what the fuck James McAvoy is going to do next. Um, there are so many good points in this movie. James McAvoy's character just carries the entire film, and I really think as you dive deeper into the movie, you're going to get so much more of a broader perspective of this character, and it really brings out the hype in this film. I really enjoyed it, and I had so much fun watching Split. If you guys haven't seen it, I believe it's able to stream on like YouTube TV or something, but I personally bought the film because it was so good. But watch, and the thing about this film is you have to watch each movie chronologically in order. You can't just watch Split and then go to Glass or go to Unbreakable. I like the fact that in this series, all the movies are combined to focus on one character. Now, a lot of times you get a lot of this character jumping and a lot of this like development and stuff. But as you go through each one of these films, yes, every movie is supposed to focus on a certain individual character. But as you see them come together, especially in Glass, I'm going to be doing my Glass review. Glass was so fucking good because you got a sense of, you got to see all three characters combined. But in Split, you get a broader perspective of this character, and man, it was awesome. So that's all I got to say about Split. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, this has been Joe the Man.